This is the 5-point preview ahead of our game against Southampton on Saturday. First thing we're going to discuss is the international break and whether or not that has come at a good time for Manchester United. It means that David Moyes has had a bit of a rest and a bit of time to think things over. And also players like Robin van Persie's had a bit of form come his way. He scored a hat-trick, Nani scored a great goal, Wayne Rooney scored. So it's not all bad. Guys, what do we think? Good time for us to have an international break and let things ease off at Manchester United? Someone speak.
Yeah, I think it's been a decent break for our players. I mean, RVP's become Holland's top goal scorer of all time, I think. So he'll have some confidence. Rooney's got a goal today. Zaha played well. I watched the England under 21s and Zaha played well too. So it's a good break. We haven't had the best start to the season. David Moyes has got to see a bit more of his squad now. So hopefully the break will do us well and we'll come back rejuvenated to go on a run.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree. I was going to comment on the Zaha goal myself. Obviously, with him not getting as much play, it's a bit of the chance to prove himself. And also, I thought with there being four United players on for England, all this sort of criticism that Moyes has been getting and the players sort of says a lot, speaks quite a lot of volumes to me to get 4 players in the starting 11.
Is it time for Zaha to get into the starting 11? He's doing it for the under 21s. Terry?
Yeah, I think he has to start playing soon. We haven't had a winger in form at United for nearly 18 months now. So why not give him a go? You know, we did it with Januzaj and he came up front, and I think Zaha can do exactly the same thing.
I was having this conversation with my dad today. He was moaning about why hasn't Zaha started and whatnot. And I think it's important to see the start that we had to the season. It left very little room for experiment with David Moyes. So he had to go with the players that have kind of already proven themselves at United, although they were absolutely rubbish, if we're honest. But so I think we have to give time. And then we've had Januzaj as well. So Januzaj's whole contract issue, we have to show him that we want him. It's difficult to play 2 very young wingers or 2 very young flair players in the same team. So I can see why he hasn't played, but I think it's time for him to get a goal.
Do you think Januzaj is the reason he hasn't played, or do you think maybe Moyes doesn't rate him that highly, or do you think there may be outside influences? There's a lot of rumours about him and David Moyes' daughter.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I heard that he's definitely behind Moyes, but which Moyes he's behind, we don't really know. But I mean, I don't. Well, he might care. You know, if any of my staff are sleeping with my children, potentially. No.
Oh, Terry. No. Just stop what you're saying, yeah? Just stop right now.
All right, I will. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr.
Never
Moyes.
utter those words again.
Okay.
Let's move on from people. We're
Terry.
moving on from people sleeping with Terry's children. Right. We're here to talk about Southampton, not paedophiles, frankly. So, how will we break down Southampton? They've only conceded twice this season. Amy, thoughts?
My thoughts? Well, obviously, we really need, I mean, it's an obvious statement saying we really need to be pushing attackers forward, going for it really. No waffling. Like, I mean, I went, unfortunately, to the West Brom game and we were just, half of the time, the midfielders, the passing was just out. It was just lacklustre. I think we really need to be getting forward, pushing forward, creating some play. I mean, you saw Januzaj, just the eagerness to be on the ball and the eagerness to push forward is in my opinion, what we need to really be showing.
Do you agree with that, Adam?
I think we do have to play a lot better because Southampton are a very good team. Pochettino gets them playing a very European style and he gets them playing a very good brand of football. So we will need to be set up to counter that. But I think if we went all-out attack, we would concede a couple of goals. So I'd like us to, start off with a balanced defence and a central midfield and use I'd use Januzaj again. I mean, he's our match winner last game, so he deserves to start again. Do
we want and need David Moyes to be more cautious? He's been fairly cautious so far. Is that what we want, or do we just want to go out there and try and blow them out of the water? Terry?
I just want to see Man United play Manchester United football, and I don't think we've had that in the Premier League. We've done it in Europe. David Moyes has picked very good and balanced teams in Europe, but in the Premier League so far, there's been something missing. So we haven't attacked with that same exuberance. That there has been that lacklustre feel to the team. But if we go all out attack and all guns blazing, against a team like Southampton, they'll catch you on the break and that could mean trouble. So.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Right, guys, let's talk about teams that you guys would pick before this game. There's no new injury doubts, although cleverly, Raphael apparently has picked up a knock. Cleverly has got a calf problem, and Ferdinand has groin strain. So they're all doubtful. Cleverly is definitely not playing.
They're all in my team, for God's sake.
Do your research. Come on. All right, Terry, I'll start with you. What's your lineup?
Do you say Terry? Was me. So
that's you, Terry.
I'm Terry. De Gea in goal. I said Raphael, but if he's injured, we'll pick his brother Fabio. They look the same. Smalling at centre back, Vidic and Tris Evra. I went for Carrick and Cleverly in holding midfield. With Nani and Januzaj or Januzaj. Is it Januzaj? Januzaj. With Rooney and Van Persie up front.
Why do you pick Smalling ahead of Evans?
I think out of Evans, Jones and Smalling, Chris Smalling is the better centre-back. He is.
That is what we call stirring the pot.
Johnny
Nice.
Evans is our best centre-back after Rio and Vidic.
The problem is with he's a good centre back. The problem with Vidic and Evans next to each other, the mobility and the speed, they're both pretty sluggish and slow, and you need that.
Evans' reading of the game though makes up for that, in my opinion. Very good reading of the game, steps out well.
I'm gonna politely disagree with you there.
Sorry, I know that's your team. I'll shut up.
That's all right, mate.
Shut up, Amy. What do you think?
I did have a to and fro between Jones and Evans. I can't agree with you on Smalling. I'm sorry. that wasn't an option.
Roy Hodgson does though, so yes.
I don't know if that's necessarily the best brag there, Terry. Oh dear. Adam, your lineup.
De Gea. I'll go with Smalling instead of Raphael, who I originally picked. Evans and Rio. Evra, Carrick, and Fellaini, Kagawa, Januzaj, Rooney. So Kagawa and sorry. Have I picked 12?
Oh, Adam.
Yo, Adam.
If we wanted this, Adam, if we wanted this kind of talk, we'd have asked PG back on. All right?
Sorry.
No,
Again,
you had your chance, you blew it. Adam, you've had your chance, you've cheated, you've played 12 players. Just to make one thing clear, Raphael might actually be able to play. He's had a knock, so he's not definitely out. He just might be. So there you go. Right, let's talk about Southampton then. They're having a very good season. Is there anybody? Who do you think are the danger men, Adam? Who we got to look out for? Redeem yourself.
I'm a very big fan of Morgan Schneiderlin. I know he's not one of the goal scorers or anything like that, but I'm a very big fan of him. And I thought while we were scrambling around with our scattergun approach in the summer looking for a central midfielder, I think he was someone that we could have had our eye on, but we didn't. So I like Morgan Schneiderlin. They got a few good. They got pace out wide. They got Gaston Ramirez, Lallana, and so on. So they can cause us a threat. And then of course they got big Ricky Lambert up top as well. So they're very quick, and then they've got an aerial presence in the box. So they will prove a threat to us.
Okay, they're fourth in the Premier League. It's not a fluke, is it, Amy?
Well, clearly not. I mean, what are they? 4 points in front of us. So, I mean, it can't be a fluke. Like I say, like we've all discussed, it's obviously defensively, but then, I mean, they beat Liverpool, so that was always a plus.
That's a very good point.
That's always but I mean, like you say, in terms of threats, I think Adam said, like Lallana, obviously with it, and Rodriguez both scoring against Swansea, they're on a bit of form, and clearly, you know, I've got enough to provide them to succeed, really.
And they don't concede as well.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Terry, who are the players do you think that we should be looking to attack? Where do you think, are there any weak spots in Southampton's starting 11?
No, I think they're a very good team, and I think we've got to play down the flanks. I think that's going to be our best bet to attack the fullbacks. I know that the young Shaw left back gets a lot of plaudits, but young defenders are always vulnerable for me because it's a position that you get better at as you get older. So, you know, attack down the left as best we can, and see where it goes. I think danger men. I agree. Adam Lallana for me. I think he's a class act, and he'll definitely cause.
I think to have a chance in this game, we need to get behind the defenders a lot more, because throughout this season, it's been a case where a lot of balls from wide areas have come from outside the 18-yard box, so whipping them in from far out. And I think it hasn't been working. And I think we need to use, I never got through my team, but I had Nani and Januzaj wide with Nani and Januzaj. I think they can get behind defenders. We saw that in the last game against West Brom, although it wasn't the best result. Nani and Januzaj were our better players at home, so I'd use them too and get in behind them.
Terry just said we should be trying to attack down the left, which is where, of course, they have Luke Shaw. Is he a player we should be looking to bring to United? He's only 18 years old. He's a big lad and has a lot of Premier League experience. Adam, thoughts?
There's been a lot of rumours about Luke Shaw. He's a very good young fullback, but to be honest, I think he needs to stay where he is for a few more seasons because he needs to get a lot more experience. We've often seen players get snapped up at 17, 18, go to a big club and then just fade to nothingness. So I think if he looks at the likes of Scott Sinclair, gone to Man City, sat on the bench, done absolutely F all, I think he'd be well wise to stay at Southampton for a season or two, especially under the manager. He's a good manager.
Speaking of wise, very nice of you to bleep yourself out there, Adam. Very considerate. Okay, guys, let's talk predictions. Terry, you can wait. Amy can go first. She's a girl. Amy, what do you think the score will be?
How charming. I'm going to go with 2-1, which sounds like a boring one, but I don't think we'll lose. I don't. I've got faith.
Oh, God. We're playing Southampton and we sound scared.
No, what? But I don't think we're going to absolutely go out there and blast it because I don't think their defence.
They're a good side. They're well organised. I see what you're saying. Terry, prediction?
2-0. United. That is, I think we'll keep a clean sheet. We're overdue one. I do think the international break come at a good time, and I think that we'll be quite fresh. It's 3 o'clock game as well. I love 3 o'clock kickoff, and hopefully we can get the job done.
Okay,
2-0.
thanks. Adam, finally.
3-0.
Easy.
Someone's going to get smacked up, and it's going to be Southampton.
Okay, fine. I'll go 2-0. It's fairly positive. I think it's doable. Why not? Why not? I've done it. 2-0. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
See you later.
That's it.
Hold
on. Don't worry, Adam. I've remembered. Adam, by the way, is going to be at Old Trafford on Saturday speaking to fans. If you're going to be there, hunt him, find him, and if you've got something to say, you can say it.
Hello.
Make your point. He's going to be there, and then that will be broadcast on Full Time Devils. So keep an eye out for that, and look for Adam if you're going to be at the game. Done. That was the 5-point preview for the game against Southampton on Saturday. Now, let's talk about right now, this moment. Like this video if you liked it. If you didn't like it anyway. We'll appreciate that. It spreads more love in the world. That's a good thing. Also, subscribe. You'll get to see all of our videos first, which is brilliant because we make good content.